failure, but never bored. Every game played, every victory scored.
Right here I have a game I picked up from boardgamecon. This one is called Play Jeju. That's always been the title in Korea, but previous versions were released in English under the name Jeju Island. And so this is a Mancala style game where you're doing set collection. Let me just try and get this open. You're using a Mancala mechanic to go around the board of Jeju Island to collect different resources to do the cards. So this is pretty cool. This one, I like some of the additional detail. They've worked with this artist Weird Dolls to do all the art for this, and they've got a little storybook, a sticker book that my daughter's already started rating the stickers for, rule book, and then here's the board. So I'll just move this out of the way so I can show this off. But I really like the artwork on this version. The Weird Dolls artwork is just really pops for me and sort of goes along very well with the cozy vibe of this game. So how this game's going to work is you've got these tokens here, and these tokens will be, I won't fully set it up, but they're going to be around the board on these places. Let's just say, so I think you actually stack 11 of these up in each spot to evenly distribute them across the whole thing. And then you've got that. You got this little guy here. I forget what he's called, but this like little fella, he sort of works his way around the board. And you've got these Jeju stones, which is pretty cool. They're done sort of like that volcanic Jeju rock. If anyone's been there or seen any of the sort of statues that are built from Jeju, they'll know them. And everyone's going to get the 2 of these tokens along with, which I can't see where it is. Oh, well, that's 2 of these tokens along with one just so that you can put it in front of you, denoting sort of who you are. And then they're going to go on the board, and players are going to take turns sort of putting these out. And then on your turn, like I mentioned, you're going to use a Mancala mechanic. So you're basically going to, let's say, move these across, and whoever has a piece showing is going to be able to pick up from the location that they're at. So as the orange one's the only one with a spot showing, they get to take these resources. Now, on this turn, only the orange was showing, but let's say we progress for the next turn. So you can only move a pile where your token is. In this situation, the green player is going to get this token, but I'll still, as the orange player, collect this token. And so why are you collecting these tokens? They're not just collecting them because they're cute little images. You're collecting them because you want to trade them in for points. So there's different point scoring cards that you can get by trading in the token. So there's ones like this one here that are just pure points. So if you can get these 4 specific tokens and any random token, you can get 7 points for this one. There's some that are going to give you points and enable you to move this guy around. And I'll explain this guy in a second, but basically that's what that one will do. But then there's also these ones that have a very small point value, but they'll give you an ongoing resource. So think similar to like Splendor or even Seven Wonders, where when you purchase this, you'll then have a permanent carrot in this case. But yeah, so you can get different ones. So this one's a permanent Twedgie Pig. You'll collect these so that you can build a bit of an engine that enables you to get points. So I will explain. So there's this guy here. If you finish your turn in a way, let's say I moved this one. Actually, this will do it. If you finish your turn in a way that you finish on the spot where this guy is, where he's at, you will first take the token of the spot, but then you also can either take another token from that spot, or you can move him to a new location. Let's say here, and you can take the one from there. So that just gives you a bit more flexibility. And then some of these cards allow you to move him or to be able to grab a token from where he is as well. So just a little bit more flexibility in how you score. So that might be why these might have a bit smaller of a score, because you can get more tokens that can get more things. So you'll play this until a specific number of piles, depending on the player count, have been depleted, or if this deck runs out, you also will end the game. So yeah, very simple, I would say cozy style game, where you are going around collecting different tokens. It can get a little bit mean, so you can block people a fair bit. I think in the 2-player game in particular, it can be quite frustrating if for multiple turns you've been sort of covered up by tokens. So like in this situation, I wouldn't be getting anything. I do think it balances out. I found in a more multiplayer game you do get blocked more, but I think like it just feels like that's the case for everyone more, and so it feels like less brutal if you get blocked. But anyway, really fun, enjoying this one with my family. That is Play Jeju from Happy Baobab.
We're bored in Korea, but never bored. Every game played, every victory scored. 모여라 for the win, lose or glory. Let's tell those K board game stories.